So here we are again, folks. Charles Cooper from Region 11. We are going to practice leveling up our content pages. Now that we have the basics under our belts, we're going to kind of throw in a couple curve balls so that your pages can look oh so masterful. One of the things that you'll see on our pages is something like this. Vocaroo.
Hola, mucho buenos. Charles Cooper here again.
This is embedded and actually a part of your web page. It's interactive in the sense that you can hit play and listen to the audio file. And then down here, you can see a Google form that we are using as a checklist. But this is also embedded in the web page. And in our table here, you can see a YouTube video that has been embedded. And so embedding is just a really useful way to trick up your page and make it more useful and more interactive. So we're going to play around with that. Once you get into your Canvas course, just choose a page, go to Edit. I'm going to drop this field down so we can see just a little bit more here. And you can see this looks just like the page that we looked at, except we can edit the words right here. However, that's not how you embed. You're going to have to do something called grabbing an embed code. So here's a Padlet. If you go to the share button, click share, you'll see embed in your blog or website. Normally this icon with the greater than and less than symbols together is the sign for embed code. So you would click this to copy. And really what you're copying is this entire thing. Now, I know this looks really confusing. Once you mess around with embed code, you'll see that it's really not as confusing as it looks right now, I'm sure. But we're not going to worry about that at the moment. We'll go back here, and we cannot just simply copy and paste the We simply cannot copy and paste the embed code into this page. We're going to have to click on HTML editor. And now you see all of this craziness. For right now, don't worry. We're just going to scroll down to the bottom, hit enter, and then paste in that embed code. And before we hit save, we're going to go back to the rich content editor, scroll down, and there's our embedded Padlet right there. It's that simple. You simply copy and paste in the place on the page that you want to see that embedded resource. So I'm going to go back to my HTML editor. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. And the embed code starts with div class Padlet embed style. I'm going to take this and delete it. Go back to the rich content editor, and then you'll see that it has been deleted. Now here's our Google form. We're going to click on send over here, and there's our magical little icon right here. We're going to copy the embed code. See this information here? Width 640 pixels, height 1331 pixels. A lot of times when you embed things, they come in kind of wonky as far as the width and the height. And just through trial and error, I know that I prefer 900 pixels. So I'm going to copy and go back to my Canvas page, click on HTML. I'm going to go back to my Canvas page, click on HTML editor. Again, we're going to scroll to the bottom just for the sake of brevity and simplicity. Paste our embed code there. Click on Rich Content Editor once again, and we'll see that there is our Google form once again. So just for some super basic HTML coding, anytime you see a backslash iframe, a backslash and then a word, there's going to be a matching word without the backslash. And what that tells you is the iframe begins here and ends here. The iframe is what allows the resource of the website to be embedded within your page. So if you look over here, there's a P and a backslash P. Backslash div, and then there's a div up here. So that means a divide, if you will. And that's all there is to it. Once you get your foundations down, as far as putting in the verbiage that you want and picking and choosing the images. You can then start playing around with embed code by clicking on HTML editor and then embedding your various resources wherever you would like on your page. Thanks so much for your time.